Hey, I'm Kira and this is my husband Tommy and our two amazing kids Kaylee and Jackson. We decided to fulfill a lifelong dream of ours and buy a bus to convert into a motorhome and hit the road full time. Follow along to watch us renovate this bad girl into our new home on wheels and check out all the fun and adventures we get up to while travelling Australia full time with kids. Hey, welcome back. Holy moly, it has been a hot minute since we have been on here with the bus update. We've just been in full bus reno mode. We are hoping to get it ready as soon as possible so we can hit the road. So we just put videos on the back burner, but we're here to share a big update with you guys over the next 2 videos on what we've been up to, because we have been smashing through the renos. So I just went back the other day and looked at the last video that we put up on YouTube, and when I looked at what we've done on the bus, I'm like, wow, we've actually like smashed out so much. So enjoy. I'm gonna take you on a little bus reno update.
So I thought it was probably worth explaining what the hurdle with cutting the hole in. We got a toilet. We always wanted to pull out the cartridge from the outside, so we're not going through the bus with a full cartridge full of excrement. So we always wanted it to come out the back. The problem we were having was that the structural is basically triangular beams that gives it the rigidity, so obviously we're not allowed to cut into those, otherwise we would never get it registered again. So it's been a bit of a hurdle. We picked the toilet specifically for its small cartridge, and then we kind of hoped and prayed that it would fit here. We did a few calculations and it did work out on paper, and I think it's going to work. The next hurdle was getting the door in, so I've had to cut a few little gaps for that. For the piece of metal, but it has worked out pretty well. It'll seal in place nicely, and that'll be our door.
Doing?
Cutting a bit of alloy composite for the shower.
Nice. We're getting ready to add the shower screen to the little shower nook. So Tommy's getting some composite so we can waterproof the bottom part where the door goes. Then we'll put the screen on top so there's no way it can leak. Oh, fingers crossed.
Making the same kind of contours as we do on our bedside tables, for a little cupboard in the bathroom. So just sanding it back.
That look good.
You've probably seen this in a previous video, not the same one.
Hello! So this, I'll show you my vanity. There'll be the vanity here, and this will be all of our toiletries will go on a little shelf in there. Good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful sunshiny morning. Check out that sunrise. How beautiful. We actually slept up at the bus last night because we wanted to get a big weekend in, but because we've started building the kitchen and everything now, there's not enough room for the swags in the bus, so we set them up under the awning. It worked out really well. How is that sunrise? We still don't have mattresses in the bus because we want to do the roof and paint it first, but this is living, Barry. This is living.
Right, I've also been really busy doing some wiring. We have decided on what system we're going with. We'll be going for a Victron Easy Solar, which is basically an MPPT solar controller, your inverter and things all into one easy pre-wired system, so I don't have to mess around with wiring to a certain degree. From the batteries I'll then be running to a central fuse panel, which will just have blade terminals, and then feeding all of the 12 and 24 volt circuits from a central fuse box, which will be in a bit of a cupboard here. So I've got things like kids lights, kids fans, you know, bathroom light. Also done all the droppers to go to different switches. Again here, switches, and then I'll be able to enclose the walls. I'm tying up some of the loose ends with the low voltage side of the electrical system. This is where our central fuse box is going to be. We'll have both 12 and 24 volt coming from this central unit. I've made a bit of a spreadsheet because I'm a bit sad like that, of different rooms and different appliances that we'll be using low voltage stuff. And then I'm going through each one and labelling them. There's a whole bunch to do, all of these. So bring them through here, and then I'll make a nice little fuse panel, one for each voltage, and then run power from our DC-DC converter, and which will step it down from 24 to 12, and then I'll run both feeds up to here and then distribute from there. I'll run a bit of a time lapse anyway.
Sometimes I just sit on the floor of the bus where the lounge will be. It's all taped out. And I just sit here and think how crazy it is that soon this will be our home and how far we've already come. It's insane. This will be the lounge room, there's the kitchen.